guys, so just talking about this Canelo plant situation. Eddie had some things to touch down on about it. People, I don't understand why they're trying to bring Eddie involved. Eddie is not involved in this deal. Canelo is a freelance agent. He needed to make this fight. He went to PBC, and as you see, it fell to pot. It crumbled. We were just there, and then, in my opinion, of what I've seen, Caleb Plant just didn't want any of it and made up these silly excuses to kind of duck his biggest payday. So silly. But anyway, this is an interview that Eddie Hearn just did. Stand by.
See what's next.
So Canelo will not fight on Independence Weekend in...
Not necessarily, but you know, the fight that he wanted, the fight he wants is Caleb Plant. Couldn't get it together in time, but possibility that gets made at some point, and possibility he could fight on September 18th. Again, we want to decide soon, because a lot of what we're planning and scheduling around Dillian White and you know the other dates is based around Canelo's next move as well.
Who would be the possible opponent if he was to fight in September?
I think Dimitri Bivol is a guy who's ready to go. He's a guy that's been discussed before. You know, could John Ryder get the fight? Carlos Gongora, you know, who knows? I mean, it's. I think at the moment it's been 24 hours, and I think everyone's just deciding what they want to do moving forward. So I'm sure you'll get that.
Stand by.
Yesterday is related to Caleb Eggplant, and Eggplant is what I call him. Caleb Eggplant and Canelo Alvarez. So now, we know the narrative, you know, Canelo's asking for outrageous stuff in the contracts. You know, he's ducking. He's scared of Caleb Eggplant. I literally never heard of this guy, Caleb Plant, before. I learned about this guy probably about a year and a half ago. Literally, right? Literally. Southpaw killer. We're trying to work out some kind of negotiations to do a business deal, right? And then things break down. It becomes public, and I come out and say, yeah, man, Southpaw Killer, the reason why things didn't work out with Southpaw Killer, because he wanted A, B, C, and D, and then Southpaw Killer tried to rob me, or he tried to do this and this. The only problem with that is, if you don't hear Southpaw Killer's version of it, you just can't take my word and say, yeah, that's what it is. Now, the Canelo Alvarez haters are doing that because it fits their narrative. It fits their narrative, so they will come out and do that. But guess what, though? We are not doing that today. If you want me to push a narrative to support your hate for Canelo Alvarez, it's not going to happen. If you want me to push your narrative so that you can make the PBC look good, it's not going to happen. If you want me to come on this show and cap, you know what I mean, just to stroke your beta males, because there's a lot of beta out. Now, let's go ahead and look over here, guys. Let's go ahead and look over here. Let's get busy. Now, this is the PBC roster. Now, I know what you guys saying, man, why are we going through this again? No, we're not going through this. Caleb Eggplant, we're going to look at what are the options that Caleb Eggplant has right now, because the bag has left the building. Warning, 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 the bag has left the building. Calling all Caleb Eggplant supporters, the bag has left the building. Calling all pro-PBC ass kissers, the bag has left the building. Calling all, call Al, Big Fizz, all Big Fizz supporters, the bag has left the building. Caleb Eggplant, sir, that double wide trailer that you live in right now, you are currently...
The bag has left the building. I'll probably do some more in-depth. I don't know. Caleb, I don't know. I didn't know you before, and looks like I'm not going to know you now. Silly. Fumbled the bag. The bag had left the building, sir. Anyway, I'm gone. Here you go, this LadyChann, none less. Come box with CHANN. Gone. Rah! Bag has left the building.